Hi guys, Graham here again from Bainbridge Technologies, your leader in power products. Today I just want to quickly touch on a Victron product. We sell quite a number of these units. This is a Victron Smart Shunt. Awesome little device, especially if you've got lithium batteries. The number one rule with lithium batteries is you cannot tell a lithium battery's status just by having a voltmeter or looking at the voltage. You have to have something that's got a shunt, and that shunt has to be smart enough to be able to work out all the different parameters which go into giving you your state of charge. The Victron, we find, is the best one on the market. This device here, you don't need a physical monitor because it actually has Bluetooth, so it will actually give you all your imagery and all your readings on your Bluetooth device, whether it be a smartphone, iPad, and all that type of thing. So a really good piece of kit for that sort of thing. Nice and small, really simple. A lot of people get really confused on how to install these. My quickest way of doing that is where all the negatives that you normally would have on the negatives terminal of your battery go to the system side of the shunt, and then you just have one cable going from here back to your battery, as long as that cable is big enough to carry all the loads that you would be pulling through that at any one time. So if you've got a lithium battery or a lithium system in your caravan, boat or vehicle, my number one recommendation would be to have a battery monitoring system that has a shunt, so it can cool and count. Basically what it does is, once you charge your battery up to full capacity, and then when you start programming up this device, which is another video which I'll get into, you put the parameters of the battery. Say if it's a 200 amp hour battery, you put the capacity at 200 amps, go through it, put all the different parameters into here, sync that. It then uses that as its base at 100%, so it will then do what we call cool and count, and it will count the amps going in or out of the battery. That's why all the negatives have to be on this side. If you've got the negative from your charger, your AC charger or DC charger or solar charger, it has to count how many amps are going in that way to the battery. And if you've got loads like fridges, lights, pumps and things like that pulling power out of it, it counts the amps going out that way. So it's basically like a flow meter, for instance. So if you've got 20 amps going in and 10 amps going out, well, then you've actually got a positive flow of 10 amps going into your battery, and it will give you that reading and keep that state of charge going. Because state of charge really is the main thing to look at. However, there are circumstances where they can be wrong if somebody has disconnected power from here and have got the settings set that it goes to 100% on reconnection. So if you were only at 20% and you've disconnected power if you were working on your van or devices or whatever, and then you reconnect it and it now tells you at 100%, it will say that you're at 100%, but you might be down at say 13.1 volts, for instance. So which we all know is nowhere near 100%. So at the end of the day, there are circumstances to do that, and that's why the parameters are very important in how you set these up and when you set them up to start with. If you follow the instructions that come in here, it's very simple. But just to wind this video up, as I said, this is a really good piece of gear. You can also get this with a monitor as well. If you physically want to monitor in your van as well as Bluetooth, you can absolutely do that. But at least start with something like this anyway. They're fairly inexpensive nowadays. The Victron's prices have actually come down a little bit, so you usually pick these up sort of sub $200 now anyway. So anyway, until next time, it's bye for now.